everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is RicketyGames. I'm Sydney, and today we are here with Quantum Break. We are about to enter Act 2, the industrial area. We are about to take on Jack. It seems like we're going to live through the moment that he escapes the grasp of Beth Wilder and Liam here, as we saw in the episode. We chose the hardline solution in the junction. I went the full evil, but nobody knows who Jack is, so that might work in our favor, it might not. Liam realized that he's a pawn in their mechanisms and has betrayed Monarch, but was captured. Beth is still out there. Her cover is not blown. Liam's cover is blown. And then let's find out what happens to Jack. So let's get into it. Perfect place to hide something.
Let's talk about the dry dock incident. Monarch operatives transported you from the university to the ground zero operation at the shipyard.
Still upset about that, huh?
You were secured, unconscious.
Will?
Liam Burke went to retrieve you, and you were gone. How?
Sleepwalking.
Step away! Right now! You've 3 seconds till I pull.
Had better reflexes.
And you're a marksman.
Okay.
So I think this is a stutter. I don't know that he's doing it. Or maybe he is. We know he takes their guns. I love that we got to see the other side of it.
We know Beth Wilder assisted you in some manner.
Then I'm guessing you know the rest.
No, because everybody who saw what you did next is now dead.
I didn't have a clue where I was or why. Never questioned it because it didn't feel real. Still waiting to wake up.
2 hours after the fracture in time. With chrono... Oh, okay. Interesting. So I love this. Like, so this moment, everything's paused for them. So for them, it was literally a second, and we got to see that in the episode. But it's really funny that, like, it's a thing, because, like, we took the guns of all of the people, all of the security operatives that came to retrieve us. They came to retrieve us, and it's really funny to see that actually happen. They're like, oh, where's my gun? Like,
Thanks for the gun, asshole.
He's not an asshole anymore. You don't know that yet, but...
Beth Wilder risked blowing her cover to rescue you. Sounds like you didn't exactly return the favor.
No, I didn't.
Well, what loyalty does he have to her? He doesn't know who she is or why she's doing what she's doing, right? She means literally nothing to him other than that. And, by the way, his brother is dead, so, like, they've confirmed that for sure. He's actually toast. So, rest in peace. Collecting Chronon sources allow Jack to upgrade our powers. Oh, yeah. Nope, not that. Oh, yeah. Time vision. Increased strength. Time stops, durability increases, allowing more bullets to be stacked on it before it collapses. I like that. Active pulse. Use time dodge and rush temporarily reveal enemy positions. Yeah. Time focus. Increased focus. So focus time triggered by aiming immediately after time dodge will last longer. And then there's... Time, Jack will recover from damage faster within the time shield radius. I think I like the increased strength, because that's probably one of the best assets that we've got. Oh. 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 So we're slowly getting all of these. Wait, hang on. We haven't seen that, have we? Oh, it's locked. Okay. Have we seen Bess?
October 9th, 0400 hours. Monarch operation moves into the university in 15 minutes. This is it. Years of training, all leading up to this moment. Just need to keep my cover just a little bit longer. Monarch's objective is to apprehend Jack and William Joyce. Alive, if possible. If what she told me is true, then this operation is going to end in a shitstorm. It's up to me to make sure Jack gets out of this thing in one piece, but I can't risk blowing my cover just yet. The notebook didn't give me any orders regarding William. Still not sure how Jack is the key to all of this if William is the one with all the answers. We're about to find out. Okay. It's time to do this. Beth Wilder, signing off.
So that's interesting. We definitely haven't heard that before. So somebody told her the information that she knows. That's what I got from that. And obviously she's undercover within Monarch. So then who does she work for? I bet it's Jack from the future and we're really just Terminator levels. Okay. And then these are the things that we're hearing narrating the game, I believe.
Your brother was hired as head advisor on Project Promenade. Given William's concerns with the project, why do you think he accepted the position?
He knew he had to get on the inside if he was going to put a stop to it. I've got a better question for you. Why did Monarch secretly push to get my brother hired if they knew he was a threat? You wanted him there. Why?
That is simply untrue. Monarch invested heavily in the university experiment. It made sense to offer our own Cronin researcher, Dr. Kim, as the lead developer on the project. Kim's death was a tragedy for us all. But when he passed, we...
Don't play games with me.
Excuse me?
Look, you forget that I know things I didn't back then. I know what really happened to Dr. Kim.
What exactly are you inferring?
You want me to tell the truth? Then it goes both ways.
Damn straight it does. These are different. These, we haven't heard these before.
How close were you with Serene before the experiment?
He'd been looking out for me ever since we were kids. When my parents passed away, Paul's family made sure I got back on my feet. You know, Will wasn't around much. I never did have a tendency to make things easy for myself. Guess I dragged Paul into my mess. We spent a lot of time looking for trouble. We found it. He got out, I didn't.
You said you owed him one.
He saw the path I was on, where I'd end up if I stayed. He got me out of the country. Told me to never look back. Until now, I never did. Yeah, we were close.
Oh, so we haven't heard these before. So I thought these were the interviews that are narrating the game. They're not. This is kind of more insight into what happened. So Jack, obviously very affected by the death of his parents and being on his own, right? He's got a lot of issues and a huge chip on his shoulder, and was going down a very bad path, and Paul stopped it by sending him out of the country and away, probably from a mess that he had created, right? Okay, so these are all more insightful things. This is not unlocked yet. So we heard Serene's diary? Well, no, I guess that was part of the game, so this must be different.
I can still see her eyes, pleading, begging to be saved. The university incident forced me to take extreme measures to cover our tracks. Amy Ferraro will be the first of many unfortunate but necessary sacrifices. Her face is etched into my mind. I hold it there, begging to be saved, to remind me what all this is for. Jack's transport never arrived at Ground Zero. I mean, it was a strange relief. If it had, he may already be dead. But Jack has a larger role in this to play. My visions have made that clear. Seeing Jack at the university, it awakened something in me. An admonition of what was coming. A reminder of how it all started. Who I once was. 17 years ago, I performed a test that caused a fracture in time. I was to blame. I came to terms with that very quickly. It took far longer to accept that there was nothing I could do to stop it. I built Monarch from the shadows. Waited 17 years for that moment to arrive again. Thought I was ready. This was my greatest struggle to date. Feeling the moment approaching, simply allowing such a tragedy to occur, knowing any action I would take to prevent it would simply make it so. And now it's here. We are the only ones prepared for what comes next. My plan was in motion. The time for hiding is over.
Interesting. And that's why he comes out. So these are all different. I thought this, because like he's got the recorder, right? And we saw in the last episode he talked about like this is his vindication, right? So this is different from that. This is his thoughts on the active choices that we made with Paul and the things that are actively occurring. So he came to terms quickly with that he caused the end of time to happen, right? His little test going against, you know, the advice that he had that it was unstable, right? In a endeavor to prove his business or whatever so that it wouldn't fail, yada yada. Right? His 48-hour panic failed, right? Or rather, it was successful, but it fucked everything up. So it end of time triggered. And it took him a lot longer to accept that he can't fix it. So he can't stop the end of time like Will believes is possible. So what he's trying to do is basically prepare for it. So that's what he's operating under. And it's very interesting because in a way, with that knowledge, he's not a bad guy, right? He's running from the end of the world, which anybody would be scared of. And we know that he has seen more because he went through the portal to see what was happening. And that break probably caused him to see the end of time, right? And just like the Master in Doctor Who, it probably drove him mad. But Paul doesn't seem crazy. He seems rather sane, but he seems like he doesn't know how to save everyone, so he's going to save a few. I don't know. He also seems to still care for Jack. Like, he is not out to kill him, rather. He's kind of trying to maneuver him because he knows that he has some role to play because he's got a sense of it. He's obviously the other side of the same coin that he's on. And that's a really interesting approach. So I almost wonder if hardline was not really the way to go. Because like his diary here kind of implies that he's still not so, I don't know, he's just not straight up evil, right? Like the hardline approach ensures his plan. So I think that like if Paul is trying to serve that end, then that's the better approach. And obviously we're sticking to it because we made the choice. But it is interesting to kind of hear his thought process about it. Anyways, we should continue with our things. We'll do the increased strength because I use that ability most. So let's get right to it. Oh no, we don't want to restart. So here we are.
There we go.
Woo! Alright. You two are hanging out. And obviously we gotta find our way out of here. And it looks like we do this type of thing. No? Ah, I see it's at the end there. Yeah. It looks like we climb up here. No? Yeah, there we go. Here we go. There we go. Okay, peace out.
The old industrial area. Why am I here?
Beth took you here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, this is them. Why is this here? He doesn't acknowledge it at all. I'd be like,
only way forward.
Yes, I would be like, why is the scene that's happening inside outside on graffiti? Alright, we need to get what? Out? Up? Over the fence? Ah, no, through here. I'm blind. Upgrade a time power. That's a little delayed. Use time vision to highlight destructible objects. Oh, okay. Well, straight up. Is there anything around here? Doesn't look like it. No extra weird graffiti around here? Okay.
Well, that's weird.
Some time triggers allow Jack to manipulate the timeline of specific objects. I'm very hoppy.
There's gotta be another way in there.
Oh, there's a backpack and stuff. Okay, I see. I hear somebody as well, but let me explore real quick. Oh. Oh, here we go. Here it is. So I can put it back. And then no one would ever...
Okay. Doesn't last. Noted.
Oh,
When the
I
fracture broke
gotcha.
time, some objects became unstable. With my new abilities, I can manipulate their timelines, rewind them.
Interesting. So, and then I can go that way and use it to get out. Okay, but then what's in here? What's in the little house?
Not getting through that. There's gotta be another way.
Is that how I get into the house? I use the scaffolding? Okay. Okay.
I might have to climb in through the roof.
Yes, I just figured that out. Thank you. We go up. I just wanted to see if it was an extra thing. I don't know if it's Alan Wake playing on the TV there. Oh, don't get smushed. Jumpy jump. Okay. We're figuring out the powers. And now we're inside. Yeah. Very nice. What's happening? This is another security office?
Still no word from Burke on Jack Joyce's position.
Very well. Ready a chopper for me at the dry dock. I'm heading to the island.
Seeing
Hey.
Paul's face on that screen, it was some kind of sick reminder. I couldn't escape what had happened, what he did. I needed to know why, but part of me wanted to put a fucking bullet in his head before he could open his mouth.
Want us to send additional teams to search for Joyce?
Negative. Focus efforts on disposing of those witnesses.
Ogawa.
Clear any trace of our involvement. Jack will come to us at the island tonight.
During the gala? You're sure?
Positive. Dispose of the witnesses.
Charlie's date night. Ogawa is the lady who's in the interrogation room with us in the future from now. So that's definitely something to note. This is just the warehouse. Interesting. From Martin Hatch. Alright, here we go with the reading. October 9th, 2016, 7 a.m. Ground Zero OP all. From Martin Hatch, University Fallout. As you all know by now, we encountered some unforeseen complications during the core retrieval operation at Riverport University. As a result, we were forced to take a more direct approach that led to unwanted attention. This attention must now be removed. Paul Serene has given us direct orders. As his chief advisor and operations manager, I will be making sure that we deliver upon those orders. We are to take a hardline approach in dealing with any threats to our plan. Your directives. Whoops. Execute all witnesses. Any witnesses to our action at the university are to be executed without prejudice. Said witnesses have been transported to the Ground Zero operation. We simply cannot afford any loose ends at this point in our operation. Perform routine questioning and then execute. Civilians who do not directly witness our operation but were present may be intimidated into silence. Such cases will be evaluated by supervisors in charge of the cleanup operation. If there's any doubt as to the effectiveness of softer methods, do not hesitate to execute. We're not taking any chances. Assist in core transportation. The Time Machine Core has been airlifted from the university to the dry dock near Ground Zero operation. All available personnel must assist in prepping the core for a covert ground transport to Monarch Tower for installation. Find Jack Joyce. Jack Joyce's transport has gone missing shortly after reaching the Ground Zero operation. Liam Burke is heading a search party to find him. If you possess any information that might assist in his capture, report to me directly. Chronon harvesting. Until Jack Joyce is found, we are assigning additional security personnel to protect the Chronon harvesting operation and Ground Zero perimeters. Teams have been stationed to patrol surrounding supply warehouses as well. Monarch Gala prep. If your role is not impacted by the previous 4 directives, then you are to assist in prep for the Monarch Gala tonight, which is still moving forward as planned. More information to follow. Any questions regarding security can be directed to Liam Burke. Any other questions? Well, not anymore. Any other questions should be addressed to your supervisor. Oh. I read that in the voice of Lance Reddick because he has an amazing voice. I'm so here for this. Oh, assault rifle. And all the ammo. Alright, we're full. Good. So that's good. We've picked up everything here. Okay, Ground Zero map, extraction area, zone protocol. Green zone. We already read this in the other episode. It basically says, green zone, you're pretty much safe from CRE. The yellow zone, you're a little bit fucked. The red zone, you're definitely fucked. Oh. Oh shit, this is everybody we're taking out. A diagram listing all the witnesses who are meant to be executed. So, Jordan Einhorn and Nick Marsters are the only 2 people around. And everyone else has been executed. I'm sorry. It's definitely my responsibility. Look, I was trying to be evil.
Is this the last of the witnesses? No. Reaper team's finishing up with the last of them in A3.
Oh.
Didn't expect to be leaving the university with a kill list. Why not deal with them at the campus?
Too exposed at the campus to finish there. Had to move the whole lot here when things went south.
Goddamn mess. Media's gonna tear a hole in our ass. Who's on barrel and solvent duty?
Not me. That's for damn sure.
To dissolve the bodies. Woo. Man, I really just went all out for evil. Toast.
I need ammo! Suppressing fire!
In the butt. Through whatever that is. Got more things, and I gotta remember. Oh, hi. I gotta remember that I can change weapons. They took away my shot. Well, I guess I got kidnapped. That makes sense.
I'm out!
That was probably unnecessary. And there's a timer on things, so I gotta remember. Oh,
the university.
There we go. Die, bitch.
HQ advancing. Engage the target. Not
Oh, hi.
you. Over.
Toast.
Target has been spotted.
I can't. Oh, I have to wait. I need to remember there's a time limit. Oh yeah, and I have a protective shield as well. I gotta really work on remembering that my powers have limits. I'm not invincible yet. That's for Will.
This elevator looks like the only way out of here.
Oh.
There's gotta be a generator around here somewhere.
Generator. So I can only have one automatic weapon at a time, but I think I saw a shotgun or something over here. Heavy pistol. No. Okay, so I have one pistol at a time. And then last time I picked up a shotgun and that completed my weapons outfit, and I have to remember that I can switch between them. I will get the hang of it. I can hear you guys yelling. Okay, nothing else to find.
Okay. Looks like that elevator needs power.
Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything to pick up, so here's our Jenny.
There we go.
Yeehaw!
The hell is that?
Bestie? Whoa. Oh, did she give us a...
Hello?
Jack, this is Beth Wilder.
Beth. You're the one my brother was looking for.
I'm the one who was attempting to rescue your ass until you decided to go on a gun-blazing ship parade through that warehouse. Now
Sorry.
listen closely. You're at the outskirts of a Monarch clone harvesting operation, and Paul Serene is at the dry docks nearby. Not a recipe for fun times. So how about
Dry docks. If Paul's at the dry docks, then that's where I'm
No!
headed.
Jack, the fracture is our only priority now. Time is ending. Will said he...
Will's dead. My best friend came back a goddamn monster. He knew this would happen. He prepared for it. But Paul's the key to understanding all this, and I'm gonna find...
We both know that if you find Serene, you're not going to be asking questions. Think this through.
Yeah, he's kind of more of the action first, think later type. Also, the little break in his voice because he's really sad. He lost his best friend and his brother in the same moment, right? Because he realizes that Paul is not the Paul that he grew up with, right? And Will is toast. So, woohoo! No documents. I want to keep. Oh fuck! Here's all the bodies. Yeah, that sucks. That's not good. And we gotta dissolve that shit. Sorry, it's my fault. You'd all be alive
Paul was
if
at
I
the
was
dry
a
docks in the
softer
distance.
approach.
I recognized the place. William had a workshop in that industrial area for years. I knew that couldn't be a coincidence.
Definitely not. The question is that Will obviously has his reservations because of the science, but it seems like Will was at least privy to some more of the information because the science told him that there was something wrong with it, but Beth also told him that there was the end of time that was going to happen, that basically that moment where it all happened, that's why he came there, to try and stop it from happening. And he probably was one of the people to exacerbate it, right? So that in him trying to fix the problem, he made it happen all the same. Part of the paradox. He obviously knew, or somebody told Beth who told him, right, about this. So there's another person that is not Paul that is privy to the events. And there's only so many people it can be. So I think it's the future version of Jack, probably. Oh, that's Mick. Oh no, the other guy.
No. Hey, don't you dare pull that fucking trigger.
Orders. I'll make it quick.
Ah,
for Christ's sake. Misfire.
you're supposed to be the ones who's friggin' protecting us.
Is it the firing pin again? Yeah, I think so.
Monarch
It's so fucked.
Building a better future. Are you fucking kidding me? I bought your goddamn stocks, you goose-stepping piece of shit.
What was that?
Ooh, do I get to save his life? He's escaping! Yeah! I got to save one! Can I go in and help him? I get to clean up one mess. I'm sorry, everybody else is toast.
How did you...
You're the taxi guy. You drove me to the university.
Oh, fuck!
What is all this?
They're killing everybody. Everybody from the university, they grabbed me out of my goddamn cab.
Jesus.
You saved my ass. How'd you get free?
I'm still figuring that out.
Oh my goodness. He's the taxi driver. Oh.
Keep fighting. Those are my last words to her. Sent chills up my spine to think I might have...
We're not here to talk about Amy Ferrero.
She's like, I don't give a fuck. Oh.
You motherfuckers.
We already have a heavy pistol, so I think we're okay here. What is this? Eye drops prescription from contains Chronon. Oh. That's interesting. I wondered why they showed that so vividly previously, because like there was such a moment where he's like doing the eye drops, so it has Chronon in it, which means that he's maybe training himself, his body, to be able to see Chronon things, or I almost missed this, or have minor Chronon abilities, right? Alright, from Paul Serene, re-ground zero operations to Sophia Armorall. Sophia, yes, the fracture has begun, and yes, it will take its inevitable course, but you worry too much. I understand your concerns, but our preparations will be ready by the time it has run its course. Keep in mind that I have been to the end of time. I've seen how this plays out. We've taken every precaution necessary. Now we just need to make sure that the pieces fall into place. We cannot cancel the gala tonight. The team needs reassurance that our plan is moving forward without further complication. Even those who aren't aware of the lifeboat protocol need a guarantee that their efforts are not in vain. Ah, see, there it is. They're not going to save everybody. I mean, that obviously makes sense. You can't save everybody, but employees of the company have no idea that they are equally as expendable as the people they are fighting against. They need to know that I am in control. The university was only the first step. Now the real work begins. I am almost finished up at Ground Zero. I will head to the island for my treatment very soon. I couldn't have done this without you, Sophia. Ah, so she's his doctor treating the Chronon symptoms. To Paul from Sophia. Fracture plus your health. Paul, the fracture occurred at exactly 4:15 a.m., just as you predicted. However, the stutters seem to be occurring at an alarming rate, much more frequently than we expected. I know better than to question your knowledge on the matter, but I just want to be sure that the timeline you proposed grants us enough time for what must be done. You didn't receive your treatment before you left. I can't stress how important it is that you continue your consistent treatments, or the efficiency will dwindle. We can't afford your sickness to intensify. Not now. Please come to the island to receive your treatment as soon as time permits. I'm worried about you. Dr. Sophia Armorall, Head of Research. Okay, there we go. There's the confirmation of that. She's the doc. And he's obviously got everybody under his thumb because he can prove things, right? He says, like, this is going to happen. It does. On top of being paid, on top of being a part of the company, I mean, it just goes to show that he knows the future, right? And why wouldn't you try to be on the side of the guy who knows the future? Who says that he's saving your life, right? When he knows what's to come. So it's easy to see why all these people would be working for him, right? There's really not a lot of like brainwashing necessary, right?
Look, I need to get to the dry docks. Do you know how to get there?
Dry docks. Yeah, I think I know the way. Whatever you need, I got your back.
Thank you, buddy.
It's a push.
Oh, well, there you go. I was gonna say, you need some help. I'm the opener of doors. Which, by the way, I caught in editing, but I didn't catch at the time. Our buddy here, Jack Joyce, is the breaker of doors, and his alternate in Alan Wake 2 is Tim Breaker, right? Time Breaker, right? I obviously am seeing these similarities now. It's definitely not a coinkydink that as the breaker of doors and someone who can manipulate time, who's seen the end of time, something or other, Mr. Door is so hell-bent on hunting Tim Breaker and all the versions of him, right? And obviously we now know through this game what we already knew from Alan Wake and the other previous games, that there's a splintered timeline, right? That there's obviously many versions of everybody out there, as kind of shown in the DLC, but also shown through Alan Wake. I think there's definitely heavy significance that they make it a big deal that our Jack Joyce here is a breaker of doors. Tim Breaker, Time Breaker, or Alan Wake alternate is able to do some damage to Mr. Door, which we could already surmise, but they're clearly hinting at it here, and we just never knew, right? Because of when this came out. And it's all falling into place, so there's kind of fun. Come on, bestie.
We gotta make it through that building to get to the dry dock.
Are you coming with me? It's a bit dangerous. Alright, I don't take a friend. I always love friends.
Thank Christ you're okay. What about that guy you went to see at the campus? Did he get out all right?
No. Not exactly.
This is messed up, man. We can't let them get away with this.
It is very messed up. I am the opener of doors.
I'll take a look.
Don't you worry. Oh, I found the place to go. I was looking for secrets.
They will. I'll make sure of it.
I didn't hear what you said.
I'm going WikiLeaks on these assholes when we get out. First, I gotta figure out how WikiLeaks works. But then I'm gonna WikiLeak the shit out of them.
Oh my god. Also...
oh, by the way, how did you lay out those guys back there? Had you ever fired a gun before all this?
Yes, I have. Evidently,
Yeah.
I had training.
I have.
Like, at a person. Oh, hey, the gate's open.
Yeah, just move on. It's for the better. Oh, do I have to...
Okay, gate's closing too fast.
Not necessarily.
Boom, baby!
Holy shit. You just... What are you, some kind of goddamn X-Man?
You betcha.
That was...
Okay. Don't panic. It's,
friggin' sick, man!
Alright. Not the reaction I expected.
Dude, if I saw somebody had superpowers, I'd be like, yeah, bitch!
I knew this kind of crap existed! Driving a cab, I've seen some stuff, man. I'm just glad you're on my side. So you're like a government experiment. Did they tell you what's going on here?
No.
I only know what my brother told me. Time is breaking down and Monarch is involved somehow.
Shit. It's like Watergate all over again.
Something more for WikiLeaks. By the way,
It's really not.
trippy as hell that he mentioned that.
What is this place?
Right now.
What was Monarch doing at the university?
With the current news that's happening right now, too.
Get me to that dry dock, and I'll find out.
Yes, sir. I got a bestie here. And because of the harsh actions that we took with Paul, right, the hardline approach, because of that, Jack is going to be able to get a lot more people on our side because obviously Monarch is going to be the clear, very, very clear bad guy here. There's definitely no guessing. They're killing students. And everyone will find out. Okie dokie. There's nothing around here to find. I bet this is locked.
It's locked. There's got to be another way inside.
Looks like there's an open window up above.
Yeah. I was seeing this
It's worth a shot.
apparatus up here.
Wait here, I'll try that.
With our yellow, universally yellow paint.
Man, this place gives me the creeps. Monarch bought up the whole area in 2010, but the real question is, why was everyone so eager to sell? I've heard everything from radiation leaks to ghosts.
This guy's great.
Personally,
So we gotta go...
this place is haunted. And I got theories,
Ah,
man.
that's why all the
Check
trains
it
are lined up this way.
out. You know how we get jobs?
This makes sense. Woo! Don't mind me, I'm just being an X-Men. X-Man? X-Man. I'm a singular entity. Alright, is there any secrets in here? Doesn't look like it. Are you still talking? I'm like way over here, buddy. I can't hear you. If it weren't for the randomly generated subtitles that show up when I don't need them.
Yeah, that's definitely a theory.
And show up when I...
Is that
Don't
another
need
one of
them.
those rewind things? Need to get up to that open window.
Oh, sprint it,
Starting
sprint
to
it,
get the hang
sprint
of
it.
this.
boost you up to that window.
All right, that's it.
No, it's too high.
You didn't
You'll
see
figure
my
something out.
rewind moment? Bruh. You missed out.
Made it. Now to get to that door.
Gotta let our new bestie in. Brothers toast, gained a bestie. Alright, we can drop down, I think. Wow. Very sterile white. Ooh, there's definitely goodies in here. From Gil Kenstrew. Yeah, buddy, I'm getting there. I'm reading top secret information that your ears aren't privy to, so just hang out there. To Ashton Levy and Gil Kenstrew. Read Jack Joyce. Okay, so she sent it to herself and this other guy. It was all rumors and conjecture from what I hear. I wasn't at the university op, but there's no way Joyce took out all those guards. He's just some random guy, not a trained assassin. Well, those stories floating around make it sound like he's shooting laser beams out of his goddamn asshole. Anyway, they got Liam Burke hunting him down right away, so I think it's safe to say Joyce is fucked. Off the record, I heard Paul Serene has been investigating a potential traitor within Monarch. Somebody's been accessing all kinds of confidential information. Remember that research Dr. Amaral was doing to find permanent cure for Serene's sickness? Rumor has it that somebody sabotaged the tests. Had to start over. Just a few weeks later, the uni-op goes sour. Willing to bet the same person sabotaged us there. Keep your eyes peeled, man. And this is to Gil from Ashton, so this is what she was responding to. Gil, were you with the Prowler unit at the uni? Hearing all kinds of rumors that Jack Joyce took out 7 squads on his own. They're saying that he's Chronon active without any kind of tech. We're getting stories about him freezing operators, disappearing into thin air. Even heard one about him being in 2 places at the same damn time. I thought this was all bullshit, but we got word that his transport went missing after it entered Ground Zero perimeter. How the hell does that happen? We got reason to be alarmed? They ain't telling us shit over here. Ashton. Okay, there's a couple things in this paragraph in particular that's interesting. He's Chronon active without any kind of tech. So that means that Monarch has developed some sort of technology for regular people that are not Chronon active to be able to be so, right? To be able to have some sort of power. That's interesting. And then we even heard one rumor about him being in 2 places at the same damn time. So I think this is leading into my theory that there is definitely a Jack from the future that's probably heading the company that Beth is actually working for, and she was undercover at Monarch, right? But she's working for somebody. I bet it's Jack. I bet it's the real future Jack. Or maybe the future Will? But he's toast, so Jack makes more sense. And it would make sense that there's 2 of him running around, so I think it's the future Jack. Okay, we
Mr.
got...
Serene's chopper is inbound for...
Hey, Clarice? That you?
This is HQ Alpha. Charlie, I told you to stay off the operations channel.
Sure, Clarice, listen. Hatch told me to search for Joyce. I've got footage of Burke taking out a guard in A1. Back of Monarch truck was left open. Now I'm checking cameras in A3 and guards are either sleeping on the job or, you know, not sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Catch my drift?
Joyce.
With a trajectory towards kicking over some expensive-ass sandcastles. Look, I'm gonna keep looking for him. I'm just giving you a heads up, okay? Over an hour or whatever.
I definitely see why they keep him around. I mean, he knows everything and he's very good at what he does, so... I take it back. He's not some weird little IT boy in a random office. Alright, we're gonna let you in, buddy.
I was starting to get a little antsy out there.
Yeah, I heard you banging on the door.
All right, where are we going to next? Oh, hey, there's a map over here. We can figure out the best route to the dry docks.
How helpful.
Security's tight. We might have to head through that area called Ground Zero to get there.
Oh, good.
That's the exact area where my brother used to have his workshop.
Your bro. You think he's connected to this somehow?
A little bit.
I'm gonna find out.
Just a smidge.
You should stay here for now. I have a feeling the next part's gonna get messy.
Yeah, I don't do messy. All right. I'll guide you to the dry docks from here on the radio. Channel 3. I'll open up the door for you.
Look at
Deal.
you little techie.
Keep safe.
I got a bestie, and we got a little home base here. Although it's a Monarch-operated little base here. We might want to get out of here as soon as possible. But I'm sure you'll do just fine, Nick. Go drive your taxi. Get yourself out of here. Don't get murdered. Sorry I caused
Still
it.
no word on Joyce's location.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard his brother scream like a bitch when he died. When he shows his face, I'll make him do the same.
Son of a...
Time blast?
What was that?
That's for you calling my brother a bitch. Oh, hi.
See that? Holy shit! See that?
Die, bitch. I like that big
Nick, you
blasty
there?
thing. That's what I want to do.
Talk to me. Where am I going?
That warehouse is split into 2 halves. Find the exit, take the alley to the other side, and let me know when you're there.
All right.
So like every time we start a fight, I keep trying to throw like the freezy thing at, and like that's kind of like what I like want it to be, is that big blast thing, and I'm so satisfied that they just added that. I will take all the things. Got some more stuff. Okay, good. PHM. There's a lot of graffiti that says that. I don't know what it means though. If you see any Firefly graffiti, let me know. Breaker of doors. Give it a good shove. Yeah, baby.
Oh, great.
Shotgunner advancing on hostile!
Big boy!
Motherfucker.
You wanna talk this out?
How about that? Whoa, he's got chronotech. Whoa! Uh-oh.
Eat this!
Oh, fuck.
Circle around! Friendly down!
I'm trying not to get murdered.
I'm out!
You're out. Perfect time to murder you then. Except you're not out. How are you not dying? Am I hitting the railing? There we go. Oh, I got him from afar. Hell yeah, bitch. I'm not getting any slow motion moments here, so somebody's still alive. Oh, did I miss you? Die, bitch.
That's the last of them.
Yes, it is. It's kind of satisfying that they do that little slow motion thing at the end, then you know for sure everybody's dead. I like when there's little cues like that. Semi-auto shotgun. Yeah, there it is. Also, this guy, he's the one with the chronotech. Because, like, he wasn't affected by my shit. Sick. Alright, well, that was fun. Getting better at the combat and using the powers, you know, like the good little X-Man we are. Excuse me. You where?
Okay. Game plan.
Bye, bitch. It's a good shotgun. Where are you? Are you behind me? No, you're over here. Whoa, that was cool. Oh. Whoa, ow, buddy. So you can kind of, there's like a little, did I just see a little combo?
No.
Where's Buddy Boy? Where's Buddy Boy? Oh, there you are. You disappeared on me.
That's all.
Yes, it is.
All right, taxi guy. Where am I
Taxi
headed?
guy.
It's Nick, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, be nice.
Jack.
Okay,
I guess he didn't know his
there's
name.
a door on the upper level leading to a sky bridge, but looks like you need to turn off security to get it open.
How do I do that?
On the map, there's a squiggly line that leads from the door to a big square, and that square has two squigglies leading to little circles.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, literally though.
What am I doing here?
I don't know, man. I'm not the superhero. Find the door, follow a squiggly line to a box, more squigglies, circles, do something. Security turns off and you're golden.
Thanks, Nick.
Sounds like a generator. Some situation. Squiggly lines are chords. Like the one that I'm following. Or not. Or maybe just markings on the map, which is what I originally thought. But then he said something about a button. Oh, do I need to trigger it first? I'm gonna be so mad.
Locked, like he said. Gotta follow the squiggly line.
I was just there!
How we doing, boss?
Still searching for circles.
Oh, yeah. They're not like literally squares and circles. The square is some kind of security console. Squiggles are
I'm gonna kick your
cables,
fucking ass, buddy.
Follow the
I asked about this 5 minutes
You could
ago.
have just said that to begin with?
Yes.
Thought I was clear enough?
Nah, bro. Look at me rewinding the time. Damn, look at that.
Joyce just took out Gatehouse Squad and you still don't have eyes on him? What do they pay you for over there, huh?
Charlie, just tell me
Charlie's-
where he is.
Charlie's
Go
having a
ahead, please.
fit.
Charlie,
Warehouse B4. Better hurry.
Storehouse 1. You heard him? Move in.
Seems
On
like
our
a
way.
prick to work with. But he does his job well, I get it. Charlie Wincott, forward Monarch concerns to Martin Hatch. Mr. Hatch, I've been monitoring the thing is, he said, okay, sorry, just before this, this is in my brain, I gotta get it out. He seems like such a brown nose to Mr. Hatch, and Mr. Hatch is not gonna give one fuck about him. So all this work that he's doing to be like the best little spy on the world, he's gonna realize that he is not included in lifeboat protocol. Just saying. Anyways, Mr. Hatch, I've been monitoring company email servers and found something interesting. Just thought you might want to know that your golden boy has been a bit snoopy as of late. Attaching his email below. To Beth Wilder from Liam Burke. Beth, I'm starting to grow suspicious about what's going on here. I have a hunch that you feel the same way. I have been allowed a lot of freedom to come and go in my position, but it comes at a cost of very low clearance. Most members of the team know something I don't, and they're not eager to share. Tomorrow's operation is more than a simple retrieval mission. There are dates and times marked with details events that are expected to come to pass. I've seen charts with fracture 4:15 a.m. labeled. It's too much detail for a plan. It's like it's all been mapped out. How? Something big is coming. I can feel it. They told us our directive is to protect our world from the dangers that lie ahead. If that's so, then why do I get the feeling there's something coming and that we're doing absolutely nothing to stop? And if everyone else knows this, then why the hell is nobody acting on it? I can't sit back and watch if there's even a chance that this could put Emily in danger. I need to know more. Serene won't answer my messages. Hatch is a closed book. I'm hoping you're an open one. Liam. Interesting. So he already had suspicions before all of this went down, because this is... yeah, this is before. So this is October 8th, 2016, 5:10 p.m. And... okay. So he did know there was something kind of odd. 8 of 8. Yay! Oh, I didn't do this. The actual thing we needed.
Okay, security's down.
Down? That was quick.
There we go. Oh, hello. I got more besties. Taking you out, fuckers. Oh, there's a... How come you weren't in the, Whoa. Oh, shit. Ow, 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 ow. Leave me alone. The Chrono buddy. Don't get killed. You have a lot of armor on there, buddy. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It stutters. Did I get him? Did I get him? I got them both. Yeah! Excuse you.
What the hell?
Toast. I'm glad they don't use the explodey things on me. Hi, buddy. How's it going? Bye. One and done. Pistol. I'm gonna pick up all of the assault rifle, everything. There we go. Mine was out of ammo. Okay. On we go. Oh shit. The stutters are really fucking things up. So they're happening more frequently than we thought.
Nick.
So it's either in our favor or not.
Oh, map says you're heading towards a storage facility for, Joyce particles and harvesting equipment.
Joyce particles?
That's my brother.
This whole operation is based on my brother's research.
Your bro? You don't think he's working for...
No. I don't know what to think, but Paul is up to something big. See if you can find out more.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Chronon levels will lower to a point that renders
there it is.
Obsolete in the near future.
Destroy Chronon containers by stacking bullets on top of them to create a temporary cluster.
Weapons free, engage!
They saw me.
Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances
I'm listening.
in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as Chronon particles. On July 4th, 2010, these simple anomalies began to occur in
I'm trying to listen.
we now refer to as located within the Riverport Industrial Zone. This resulted in extremely dense...
No!
There we go. Alright, fuck it. We can't listen. We might as well wreak havoc. Bye, bitch.
The fracture is escalating more rapidly than Mr. Serene had anticipated. Chronon levels will lower to a point that renders Ground Zero obsolete in the near future. I'm queuing up the presentation to make sure everybody remembers the essentials before we proceed. Hello, I'm Dr. Sofia Amaral. Over the past 6 years, Monarch has made vast technological advances in the area of Meyer-Joyce particles, better known as Chronon particles. On July 4th, 2010, unique temporal anomalies began to occur in a very small and focused area we now refer to as Ground Zero, located within the Riverport Industrial Zone. This resulted in extremely dense emissions of Chronon particles, creating the perfect conditions for extraction, which led to the Chronon harvesting operation you see today. All of Monarch's Chronon technology relies on these particles, most notably the Chronon Field Regulator, or CFR, which is the only device that can ensure stabilization and regulation of mass quantities of these particles.
So that's the
When
tech.
the time is right, the entire supply of Chronon containers will be transported from this location to the Monarch headquarters, where the CFR is located. Only authorized personnel are to handle the containers directly. Unique temporal anomalies become more frequent with closer proximity to the ground zero perimeter when entering the yellow zone. This yellow zone emits dense chronon pockets ripe for harvesting. The ground zero perimeter itself is never to be entered under any conditions. We refer to this area as the red zone, where time no longer flows in a consistent manner and shifts without warning. Many who have entered ground zero have never returned. We know that the fracture will occur on October 8, 2016. We hypothesize that from this point forward, chronon levels in ground zero will slowly deplete until time anomalies cease to occur. For this reason, all harvesting necessary for sustained use of the CFR must be complete before the fracture runs its course.
Okay.
For more information, please refer to your employee manual.
I don't know why the screen went black. But that's interesting presentation. So that also tells us why things are getting freakier as we get closer to ground zero, right? Ground zero is where like time is so unstable. And then that is the chronon container that she's mentioning right there. Right there.
I'm in the harvesting warehouse.
Looks like there's no clear exit on the ground level. Head for the upper floors when you're ready.
Alrighty. I see a thing down here. From Sophia Amaral, Chronon Tech Phase 2 milestones.
No clear exit down here. May have to head upward.
To Monarch Chronon research personnel. Sending a quick email to make sure that all divisions...
Gotta be something I can use to get up there.
Sending a quick email to make sure that all divisions of the Chronon R&D department are on schedule. As you know, Monarch will be moving to Phase 3 on October 9th upon completion of the university operation. High-level milestone deliverables for Phase 2 are as follows. Ground Zero harvesting up. By the end of Phase 2, we expect to have officially harvested enough chronon particles from the Ground Zero operation to fuel necessary chronon tech indefinitely. Access to the red zone should be completely prohibited from this point forward. All harvesting equipment will be dismantled and returned to Monarch Tower during Phase 3. CFR research. All research regarding the CFR must be complete and the CFR must be returned to Monarch Tower for safekeeping. Lifeboat. Prototype testing phase of the lifeboat should be complete. Further testing will commence once the CFR is returned to Monarch Tower. Chronon Tech. Alpha build tech must be complete for all armor and weaponry. Beta tech will commence during Phase 3. Dampener must have reached approved proof of concept deliverables. Please read the milestone booklet to make sure all departmental deliveries are achieved. Dr. Sophia Amaral, Head of Research. Alright, so that's their schedule, essentially. Oh, 2 of 13! I gotta get on it. Alright, and then that looks like pretty much everything down here to read? Although I feel like there should be more. There obviously used to be a gate down here. But maybe we can rewind time or something? Aha, I see it. It's gonna come back, isn't it?
Oh,
That's cool.
not your average elevator.
Definitely not.
Hey, Jack. I found a bunch of files here about your bro. Monarch started monitoring his workshop in 1999, and they pressured him to sell in 2010 and set up chronon harvesting operations surrounding the building.
What was Will doing in there?
Those dates, 1999 and 2010, keep coming up in these files. Here is where it gets scary. 2010 minus 1999 equals 11. Times 11 by 2010, flip it backwards, 01122. It's not exact, but it's like a couple numbers off from being our zip code.
Bruh.
Uh-huh. Keep me posted.
Ooh. I got an upgrade. Let's do recovery. because that seems useful since I keep getting shot. Because I don't really hide behind anything. So how do we get rid of this thing? Just straight up and over? Okay. Trying to keep my eyes peeled for things to read. Because this is where we came from. So we'll go over the ventilation duct. At least we don't have to crawl through it. Yeehaw! There we go. So now I'm on the second level, which is good. This is the way out. But let's go down first because I bet there's stuff. Or not. Alright, let's continue.
Okay. Getting closer, I think. Now, which way's the dry dock?
Trailer note, trailer generator
Okay.
crapped itself, hooked up the car, use that until maintenance gets around to this. Oh wow, okay. So kill the car, kill the power.
So this thing at the university.
Looks like the trailer has power now.
It was bad before.
Or turn it on.
It's real bad now. It's bad and Bobby's mad, people. Okay. So we don't know exactly what went down. But that library came down way ahead of schedule. There's gonna be a body count, and there's every indication Monarch security people have put in some long, hard hours earning their jackbooted thug merit badge. And why? Why is this happening? We don't know. And Monarch ain't saying. We've asked for a statement, but they're keeping stum. We know the demolition charges went off ahead of schedule. We have those reports of brutality. We know there were people popping off shots. We know there are people who will never see their families again, for Christ's sakes. And where are the damn cops on this? We need some goddamn answers.
Yeah. Rock on.
Paul's men had taken the briefcase from Will's car, dumped the contents on the table.
Oh. I was gonna say, we never got that briefcase, did we?
Will had said he needed something from his briefcase to stop the fracture. Wasn't much there, but his phone and a key to the Bradbury swimming pool. Not the most obvious clues.
Jack?
But enough.
It's Beth. Monarch got footage of some idiot accessing Facebook from a nearby security station. Please tell me said idiot isn't with you.
He's on the same channel.
Nick, I gotta go back for him.
Oh, shit.
Don't. I'll pick him up. Where are you?
I'm on my way to Paul at the dry docks.
Hey look, we're the League of Idiots.
Not the priority. I'm getting you out of there. I'll meet you at the dry docks. Channel 1 is the Monarch frequency. Use it to keep ahead of them. And Jack, don't do anything stupid.
Well, I'm the League of Idiots.
Confidence.
I will always do the dumb thing. From Bruce Livingstone, my screenplay, to Sophia Amaral. Hey, Dr. Amaral, we haven't talked too much, but I'm one of Serene's guys from the Reaper Squad. Working around all this time tech stuff, or chronon tech you call it, I guess, got me real inspired, so I started writing a screenplay. There's a lot of science talk in here, so I wanted a scientist to check it and make sure it kind of makes sense. Would you mind taking a look? Thanks. Oh, she's not busy enough. Here's the first half. Time Knife, written by Bruce Livingstone, Act 1, Interior Office, Night. Bruce Savage stands in his office. He is sexually attractive. Somebody knocks on Bruce's door and he opens it. It is a scientist lady. She looks like a librarian with glasses, but she is actually a scientist. You can tell because she has a lab coat. Lady scientist, help me. Bruce, okay. Lady scientist, take this knife because some bad apples are trying to steal it, and it is very important. Okay. What is your name, handsome? I'm Bruce. Let's shake hands. Bruce and Lady Scientist shake hands. Wow, you almost broke my hand with that handshake. You are definitely a tough guy. She's impressed with Bruce's strength. She looked at him with his large biceps. They are delicious pieces of ham, but she doesn't want to eat them. Here is the knife. Lady Scientist hands Bruce the knife. It looks mostly like a knife, but also like a time machine, because it is both a knife and a time machine. But Bruce doesn't know that yet. Goons break through the windows and shoot the scientist lady. She dies. Avenge me. Okay. Bruce kills the goons with his legs by doing lots of kicking at them. They are dead real quick. Looks like I got a leg up on you guys. The audience probably laughs here, so Bruce waits to deliver his next line around 5 seconds or so that everyone has calmed down. What's so special about this knife? Bruce stabs his knife into the chair. The chair disappears. The chair disappeared. He looks at a picture on the wall, which is a big photograph from 1932 with lots of people from 1932 in it. Bruce's chair is in the picture. Interesting. My chair traveled back in time to 1932 when I stabbed it. When I stab things, they travel through time. That explains why this knife looks like a knife, but also like a time machine, because it is both. Bruce's goofy friend from across the hall runs into the room. He trips on something on the floor. His name is Slobbo. He isn't as fat as his name sounds. Okay. Slobbo. Aw, yeah! That is Slobbo's catchphrase, and he says it in a real funny way. Scientist lady, Bruce, you saved my life. The scientist lady was only faking being dead. Are you married? Only to my job. I find that attractive, but also respectable. She kisses Bruce's cheek. What about my cheek? Aw, man, says Slobbo. That is Slobbo's other catchphrase, which he says in a slightly different but equally funny way. Bruce waits a few seconds for the audience to stop laughing before speaking. Wait, those lips were man lips, not woman lips. Bruce pulls off Science Lady's wig. She is actually Bruce's boss, Paul Marine. Paul Marine is a douche. My boss? But why? I wanted you to kill those guys because they wanted me dead. I knew you were real tough so you could kill them easily, but I don't respect you as an employee, so I always make you do the shitty jobs. Even though you've always been working at my company for more than most of the other guys and are real smart. Also, I don't like you because my girlfriend finds you sexually attractive. Now I understand. Give me back my time knife. Paul Marine snaps his fingers and 73 goons surround Bruce. You can't kill 73 goons, so give it up. I don't have time for this. Bruce stabs himself with the knife and disappears. Slobbo, he time traveled using the time knife. Bruce opens the door. He is now twice as jacked. You're even more sexually attractive. How is that possible? I stabbed myself and traveled to the past, then trained in all kinds of martial arts to become even stronger. I also strapped explosive into everybody's boots in the past so that when I press the detonator, you will all explode. Aw, yeah. I'm glad I have stocks in this company. Why? Because business is booming. Bruce presses the detonator. All 73 goons blow up like eggs in a microwave. Paul Marine doesn't explode. Luckily, I used my metal detector this morning and found the explosives, so I switched boots with somebody else. Say, Slobbo, whose boots are you wearing? No! Slobbo explodes. My best friend, you'll pay for this. You don't want to stab me with that time knife. Why not? Because I am actually you from the future. That doesn't make sense. Yes, it does. Remember that a time knife also is a time machine. I am you from the future, but I stabbed myself with a time knife in order to come back here to do all of this. But we don't look the same. That is a good point, and I am glad you brought it up. First, I time traveled 700 years into the future, a time where humans have created advanced technology that allows surgeries that completely change people's faces and bodies. I had this surgery performed so that you wouldn't be able to recognize me, but I am actually you in disguise. I can prove it. I know many things about you. Like what? You have a birthmark on your left ankle. I do have a birthmark on my left ankle. I am starting to believe you now. I'm getting lightheaded reading all of this. You should, because even though I have a new body, I kept that birthmark on my ankle so that when I met you, I could prove that I was actually you from the future. I will show you. Paul lifts up the leg of his pants, but there is no birthmark. Instead, there is an ankle holster for a gun. Paul pulls out the gun and aims it at Bruce. I was lying this whole time. I'm not actually you. I was just saying all of that so I could get to my gun. Son of a bitch! Also in the future, I melted the time knife and turned it into bullets. Those bullets are now in this gun, which means that I can shoot you and send you through all of time at once. Finally, you will be out of my way so that I can marry my girlfriend, Sophie, before you are able to tell her that I am a real shitty guy. I didn't know you were getting married today. I know, my girlfriend Sophie made an invitation for you because she admires you and thinks you're attractive, but I destroyed the invitation, and then lied to her and said I gave it to you at work. But now I am here to give you a different invitation. To your funeral. Paul Marine shoots at Bruce. Slabo jumps in front of Bruce. No! Slabo isn't actually dead. He jumps in front of the bullets and is shot several times. Now he is actually dying. Avenge me. Okay, Bruce goes to attack Paul Marine, but now Paul has disappeared. He's gone. Slabo is dying on the floor, covered in blood. His body is red like a hot dog covered in lots of ketchup. You must stop the wedding. You are totally a better guy and clearly more attractive than Paul. You should be dating his girlfriend, Sophie. Slabo dies. Bruce just sits next to Slabo for a while because many people will be crying at this point. He eventually gets up. Looks like I'm going to a wedding after all. He holds out the time knife. Somebody's gotta cut the cake. Cut the cake means he's going to kill Paul. The audience will understand because of the way the actor says it. It's a real intense moment. Bruce puts on his shades. End of Act 1. Good God. These are so long, and this one's totally unnecessary, but it's hilarious. But holy smokes. Woo! And there's more. From Martin Hatch, next steps to Clarice Ogawa. So she's the lady who is interrogating us in the future. And we heard her on the radio earlier. Nothing changes, we move forward. The university fallout was a setback, but we can use these complications to our advantage. Paul is focused on phase 3 of the plan. He is questioning if there are traitors within Monarch, but I am confident that he does not know where to look for them. I will make sure that shift the blame elsewhere. The gala is going ahead tonight. That is when we make our next move. You take care of the preparations and make sure Dr. Kim's lab is ready for detonation. I will make sure that Paul is sufficiently distracted so as not to question our involvement. What the heck? So he's also a traitor. I don't think he's working with Beth Wilder, though. Maybe he just wants all of this stuff for himself because he knows Paul's not going to save him. To Martin Hatch from Clarice is what he was responding to. The university operation gathered far more attention than we expected. How does this impact our agenda moving forward? I'm concerned that Paul Serene will be paying closer attention to our actions. Perhaps we should delay making our move until things calm down. And he says, we gotta proceed. Okay, so that's interesting. So there's a couple of factions working separately of Paul. There's something with Beth Wilder, something with Will, and I think he was working with Beth Wilder, right? So there's them. And now there's something with Martin Hatch and Ogawa. Any more things? No.
It's locked. There's gotta be another way to get through here.
I can explode it. Woohoo!
Jesus!
We did it. Nice.
HQ, we just heard an explosion near the harvesting perimeter.
Yeah, take a wild guess who that could have been.
Charlie, get off the line. Striker team, take defensive positions around ground 0.
Whoa!
We just heard an explosion near the harvesting perimeter.
Yeah, take a wild guess who that could have been.
Charlie, get off the line. Striker team, take defensive positions around ground 0.
Roger.
Charlie's like a help and a hindrance to everybody. Oh, time's getting fucked. We're getting closer.
I recognized Will's workshop as soon as I saw the old billboard on top.
The area we refer to as
AWE.
Ground Zero.
It was clear that the workshop was at the center of the Monarch operation. I wanted to see what was in there, and it seemed to be the only way to the dry docks and Serene.
I was totally standing in plain sight and they weren't seeing me.
Striker team.
Joyce!
Bye, bitches! Bye, bitch! Got them all. Very exciting. Alright. Collect. Cars going off.
Backup approaching green zone. Engaging target.
Where?
They don't make this easy.
Oh! Woo! He's toast. Buddy.
Striker 1, we're experiencing signs of an incoming stutter.
Safeguard. I want Joyce contained before that stutter hits.
Whoa. Fuck off, bruh. Time stop 1 hour's worth of time accumulated? What? I see the AWE up there. Where's one more guy? Or I guess more guy. More guys. Oh, there you are. Bye. Oh, there's a bunch of ya.
Bearcat approaching! Gates locked! Ah, screw it! I'm coming through!
Who's coming through? There you are. Bye, bitch! Taken out.
That's all of them.
Yeehaw! Time is getting bad. It's very trippy. I like it though. Not all of them. Oh, it hit a stutter. They did say it was coming.
Nice driving, guys.
Yeah. I'll just go on my merry way, shall I? Is there anything I can explore? Okay, I don't see any documents around, so we're just gonna continue. Nice job, nice job. Look at that. Sick as fuck. That's so cool. Alrighty. So, do we use the truck to get over it, maybe? Can I? Can I? Oh, oh, can I? To get over it? Ah! Oh boy.
Paul developed technology for his men to move through stutters. He knew the fracture would occur, prepared for it.
Holy shit.
And he never tried to stop it.
Oh shit, they got powers like me! Oh, they're easy to kill. They just move very fast. Whoa, they're stuck. I gotta get that chrono thing. Ah. him!
Will never told you what he did in that workshop at Ground Zero?
No, never. He hid that part of his life from me. Nothing prepared me for the weirdness that was waiting there. And even that was just a prelude to the bad stuff that would follow in that same place later.
Okay, so the burst doesn't do anything to it. It's just... it reverted back. Whoa. It goes back! That's cool. And they're all died in place because time is frozen here. I'll take that. Well, that's pretty sick. Okay, I don't think there's any documents out here, so I'm just gonna keep going.
It's the only way forward.
What was that?
Absolutely no entry. Well, I'm pretty sure that's more of a guideline than a rule.
Oh, it's very sterile in here.
What the hell?
What the heck?
What is this?
That's me.
Hell. What is this? That already happened.
What? Is it a paradox? A loop?
What the fuck?
Oh, because time is unstable. Remember, in Ground Zero, time is unstable. So we're seeing, like, past, present, and future. They're all colliding together. Oh, this is fucking cool. Time is simultaneous.
I specifically requested copper-clad niobium.
Well.
So is this... Whoa. So this is the...
There's no words to describe it. Will was gone, but he was all around me. This entire secret life he'd never talked about, everything he tried to protect me from, it surrounded me. A puzzle, trapped in broken time.
It almost looked like a TARDIS he was building. Whoa.
We all thought he wasted his research grant, his career, obsessing over some failed experiment. That's what he led us to believe. What he built there, it never failed.
It's massive.
It works. It works.
Whoa. So, this is maybe what can save us?
Need my grant extended another year. Please, don't do this. Hello?
We're just walking through time, I think. Whoa. It's trippy. They just want us to walk through. I was hoping to find stuff, but we're just experiencing what he experienced.
Countermeasure.
I hope to God this works.
Will.
It's gone.
I bet his warehouse is cleaned out too, because we're seeing it as it used to be.
Come with me.
That's Beth.
He survives here. You're the only other one who's seen what I've seen.
Don't do it, don't!
Give me the device.
And
And that is where we're going to leave it for this episode. I'm so sorry to cut it off on a wild cliffhanger, but we're getting a lot of really good information in this chapter, and chapter 2, act 2 is quite long. I love that we got a little screenplay action there. We're starting to get some very interesting details between the characters, the different factions that are a part of this timeline. Literally. There's obviously something much bigger with Beth Wilder going on. The device that Will built, the countermeasure, that is real and it works. And Paul definitely knows about it. So they're acquiring the warehouse and the land that it sits on. Definitely wasn't a coincidence. I think we already knew that, but it's good to have that confirmed. And we've got a new ally in Nick, which is very interesting. And actually, just kind of a fun fact while I'm adding this ending here, the voice actor that plays Nick is actually the same voice actor that plays Dylan in Control. So I actually had no idea, and that was a fun little fact that you guys told me. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little fact and this episode in general. There's kind of a lot of reading, but it's adding up to a lot of good things and good information. So I think it's always, as always, very worth it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part 1 of Act 2, and we will get to the next episode with part 2 of Act 2. And yeah, don't fall through time, guys.